Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, toaster ovens, microwaves, Apache helicopters, whatever you identify as, welcome in. Tonight we are planning on doing some practice for the weekends coming. The next weekend's dojo. I can't even talk tonight. The Dungeon Dojo Invitational, which I will be doing our first one. I do believe my team's selected Saturday in the evening to start our things, so we shall see how we get on. Thank you very much, Steve, for the resub. Getting there. How are you tonight, matey? Anyway, as I say, we're supposed to be start doing some keys tonight, and then I might be trying to level. It depends how many keys we get in and whatnot. I might be doing a bit of leveling on one of my characters I need for heritage armor, getting them prepped and ready for the time walking event, which is starting on reset, which we've got 5 weeks of time walking to do, which will, if you take part and keep the buff for 5 weeks on the trot, it gives you a mount, I do believe. I know the ins and the outs of it because I haven't really read into it properly, but that's what I do believe is the thing you have to do anyway, is to get the buff for doing the weekly event thing. Which I don't know if I'm assuming it has to be on the same character for the 5 weeks, but it could be spread across the account. I have zero clue. I've not looked into it. So yeah, I guess we'll see how we get on with that one. And I don't know what is going on with these load screens, but these load screens seem to be taking a really long time today. I need to adjust my sound settings ever so slightly as well, because the game sounds are a little bit too loud currently. Let's close that down, we don't need that. Now let's have a look, see who we got online in my guild. Oh, I've got 4 members online. Jeebus. That's interesting. On a Monday night, I've got players online. What is this madness? No worries, Steve. No worries, Stevie. Your health is always top priority, matey. If you're here to watch, you're here to watch. If you're here to just being supportive, lurking or whatever, that's all good. That's how we roll in the old Twitch at the moment. Right, I do believe my team members, wrong button, are currently running a key. Well, they might not be in a key. However, I can't see. For some reason, my Battle.net listing seems to be skew-whiff at the moment. I don't understand what I've done to it, but when there's certain people that are supposed to be online and they're not showing up in my Battle.net list, it's a bit weird to me. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have. For some reason, I can't see Seamus in my list, unless I was going to whisper. Oh, he's there. He's saying he's not online. He's hiding. Look, he's hiding. Send a secret DM to him. But how is everybody this evening? Apart from Steve, obviously. I've found out how Steve is. Everybody had a good day? Been chilling? Working hard? Hardly working? Or all that lovely jazz? Everybody getting excited for the old World of Warcraft patch due to be coming anytime now? So from what the little bits and pieces that I've seen of people doing the PTR testing, the raid's looking pretty good. I haven't seen much on the zone yet, but not from other than what was in the video anyway, and the reveal video thing. So yep, that's about it. Now just make sure that is actually working. Yep, that's working. Cool. I might have to quickly Get me away. Well, while I keep an eye on that, we will do what we're going to do. Let's quickly let's say hello to my guild members first and foremost anyway. And then we will see if there's any snidey little quests we can quickly go and do while we're waiting for a response from the team. We have a gold mission down in the caverns, and we've got a pet battle. Let's go and do the quick pet battle. Get a couple of quick pet battle coins. I don't mind if I do while we're waiting. We'll just do some chill stuff. Won't take long anyway, due to the fact that I have all my teams saved. If my actually just had an alert that there's a rare up, which I do need to kill, and that there's a chance of getting a item that I've been trying to grind for, so we're going to try and do that. I've got to remember where it is. It's down here somewhere, I think. If it's not dead before I get there, that is. Nope. Down. In the cave. No, if I remember rightly, this. Oh, look, someone's killing it. But you're just in time. Yeah, it drops one of the like the transmog pieces for one of the drakes, and as I'm still trying to collect all of the achievements related to those, if I can get one more of the armor pieces ticked off, it'd be much appreciated. And I didn't. I got a sack of loot. What's in the loot? Some random bits and pieces. Okay. There's always the next time, I guess. Right, now we'll go and do that pet battle while we're waiting. Should we do this pet battle over here first? It's quicker. It's closer. Yeah, obviously I saw that we had the Orc heritage armor and obviously the undead heritage armor, and I realised that I don't have either a standard Orc. I've got a Magna Orc leveled, but I don't have a standard Orc leveled, and also an undead character that's leveled. So I've had to start a couple of fresh characters and start leveling them. So I think I only need to get to level 50 with them in order to do the heritage quest lines, but we'll get around to that once they we'll worry about that once they hit 50 or above. I may have clicked that accidentally too quickly. That's not going to kill nothing. Right, let's get my pet battle team out ready for it. Although I only really need one pet for this particular pet battle. Good old little Icky casts 2 or 3 abilities and it's done. And that's that one done. Right, we'll go and do the next one. Trying to teach my wife to use the dragon properly with not using your what do you call it, your vigor too quickly, the other day, and that was very unsuccessful because I can't use it properly myself. I'm alright when I'm gliding along nice and peacefully, but it's when I have to get from the base of a mountain to the top of a mountain or something like that, I tend to run out of vigour very quickly. Overspending, as it were. It's a skill set I do not possess, that's what it is. I am actually melting again as well. Had a shower quickly before we got started with the old streaming tonight, and I'm absolutely melting again already. Beads of sweat appearing. It's never a good thing. It's not even that hot today. Guess I can blame it with old age. Like everything else at the moment is just down to my old age. Feeling older than I actually am.
Ready, guys?
Leroy Jenkins. Thank you very much for the resub there, right? Much appreciated, matey. 4-month streak, according to my chat thing there, chat log. Is it saying it's my anniversary again, is it? I don't know why it keeps telling me it's my anniversary. I don't even know when my Twitch anniversary is supposed to be. I'm sure it's back in July. I started streaming shortly after my birthday. So, we'll see, we'll see. Phew, I'm melting. This fan I've got going is not doing anything for me tonight. How is Righty today? Doing alright? Been working hard, hardly working, and all of that lovely jazz. Come on, Mr. Frogman. You ready to get the fuck out of work? Nice, nice. Long day then, mate. Or just a normal day that you just had enough. We all get those days. I get them on a daily at the moment. And I don't even go out to work. I'm stuck indoors all day. Been a wild arse. Welcome in, Mrs. B. Hope you're doing well as well. It's been a wild arse work day today. Nice. Right, so we've done 2 of the pet battles. I think the other one's probably going to be down in the caverns. Oh no, it's down in there. We might as well go and do that for the coins, and then I will call it a day and go and look for some keys or something else. Maybe go and punish some lower level people while I level one of my heritage characters up. Looking for help with the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. I mean, it could be worse. You could always have the grip of a Lego character. Have you got a half decent trinket, right? Or are you running? Are you planning on running double defensive, or? I mean, for most warriors, I mean, most warriors at the top now are just using defensive trinkets, so I'm not that brave. Snap it in, snap it on. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, 2 DPS trinkets in a minute. I mean, that's depending on which ones they are. They probably will do more than do the job, mate. I'm not going to be able to make it that far. But so what? Oh, scared the shit out of me again, Steve. I can never get used to that bloody fucking sound alert. Yeah, because I'm at the moment, right? Obviously, I'm using the beacon, and I've got the stone scales from the new dungeon. But when I don't really use that unless I'm really doing really high keys. Otherwise, I swap over to this Mark of Dark Rule trinket, which is obviously a DPS trinket. Or there's the other one from the raid. I've got the grapnel. I call it the anchor. But I mean, I don't really rate it, to be honest with you. It is more of a defensive, sort of a not so defensive, a DPS trinket. Sorry. To be honest with you, I've ended a lot of the stuff I've got. I've got two of the best defensive trinkets as well in my bag, in case I ever decide that I don't like this cheat death trinket. It's okay for what it is as a cheat death trinket, but it's got an 8-minute cooldown once it procs, so it's not ideal, to be fair. That's the main thing, mate. It's holding aggro as a warrior tank can be a challenge sometimes, especially when your DPS decide to drop their cooldowns right on the start of a pull. Obviously, you've only got the one taunt. You've got the AoE taunt, but I mean that's on a 3-minute cooldown, 4-minute cooldown, whatever it is. So I tend to now let the DPS just take it to the face if they happen to over aggro me. Because it teaches them for going balls to the wall right at the start of a pull. I have to hold back when I'm actually trying to DPS on my Demon Hunter at the start of a pull as well. I have to make sure the tank's got aggro, otherwise if I charge in, especially with Wild Hunt talent, that tends to rip aggro instantly. I still think they haven't quite got the threat tally and percentages quite right yet for tanking, but no matter what they keep doing with up in the tank threat, it still doesn't make a lot of difference when the old DPS are improving their gear constantly, getting better and learning to push their buttons quicker at the start of a pull. Yeah, that makes sense, to be honest with you, mate. You can also take a rogue for tricks. It's just learning to be able to get the aggro at the start of a pull. Once you've got the aggro, usually it's fine, you can hold on to it. It's just when the DPS, as I say, decide to start pressing buttons before you've got all the aggro. Because especially when you're pushing keys anyway, obviously a lot of tanks tend to run off to pull extra packs, and obviously you've got the the pack that the first pack dragging behind you, and they don't tend to always stay aggro to you, especially if the DPS start doing DPS. Yeah, I don't really play rogue, Malney, to be honest with you, mate. I've got a rogue. I only play as outlaw, but I'm terrible at it. But yeah, tricks of the trade is a thing. Guardian is in a very good spot, as you well know, at the moment, right? I don't typically enjoy druid tanking at the moment. It just feels boring because they are meta for a reason. That's just me being biased, though, I guess, because I absolutely love my warrior tank. I will play my warrior tank till, even if it's not technically viable for raiding or whatever, I always still play it because I go against the grain. I don't really like going with what's flavour of the month, as it were. Although I say that, going into the next patch, looking at the tier set bonuses for the next patch, warrior tank is looking pretty spicy. Pretty spicy. Oh, right. Okay. It's been that long then. Yeah, I should do some keys on this actually. I don't think I've done anything for I've done nothing for my vault yet. It's Monday, I've got Tuesday tomorrow, then it'll be Wednesday reset. Well, I should really do some keys on this. But I think right. I've just seen that we aren't running keys as a group tonight, so I'm going to go and steal or jump into some 16s. I think do a couple of 16s, then I'm going to start leveling my orc warrior for the heritage. So I think I've got it to level 27. I want to say 27. Could be 28. Could be 26. Can't remember. I did ding before I logged off of it earlier, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm up to yet on it. But yeah. To be honest, I need to get back into playing a bit of classic in my downtime, to be fair. Not necessarily hardcore, just classic in general. I should probably level a character and try and get back into it, even if I do Wrath or something like that. But it's just finding the time at the moment. I say that I'm on playing this all day, but I'm really not. Let's have a look for some 16s and 17s. Brackenhide. Do I want to do a Brackenhide? Do I want to do Brackenhides? Do I want to do Brackenhide? I don't even know if I want to do Brackenhide. I don't even know if we want to do keys at the minute. Let's see what we got kicking around. Maybe I'll try and help out somebody that's not got so much IO score. Let's see if we can jump into this guy's key. I don't mind in the Nefarian's lair. There we go, it's Nefarian's lair. Oh, excuse me. Wait till the group fills up a little bit and then I'll teleport there. More scarier than the quest, was it? Oh, I do have a Discord, Melanie. Hang on, mate. I think it come under my. I think it's under this command. I think. We'll soon find out. Social or socials? I can't remember. Might be socials. Discord links there somewhere amongst all of that chatter. Right, so that's 2 people in the group. I'm going to teleport to the dungeon now while we're waiting for the group to fill up. Have I got consumables? Actually, I do have consumables. I don't like to be the guy that doesn't have consumables. Definitely sounds like an interesting quest. Is that the shaman quest line, right? Is that what you were saying? Why have I got my? Oh, I've got my pet battle safari hat on. It's all right. It's all good. We don't need it. Ah, right. Okay. Okay. Has it expired? Oh, pain in the bum, right. What a pain in the bum. It's these, supposedly these links that never run out. Oh, it's because them in Discord have updated their thingy for it. That's be why. We'll try that link. We'll try that link. I'll have to remember to go on my list. Where's my pen? Let's put a list to update my links for the Discord, etc., etc. after stream before I get too engrossed. To-do list. We make a to-do list. No worries, mate. No worries. Thank you very much. Right, we've got people here now. Just got to wait for them to get their bottoms over to the dungeon. Hopefully I don't make it too difficult on the healer. I tend to go balls to the wall sometimes. Let's eat some food as well. I won't bother putting a flask off until we get started. No worries, matey. No worries. Drive safe. Stay safe. And I'll speak to you again soon. Come on, Mr. Priest. You can come and help summon. Right, well, looking at the IO score of this priest, he's the highest ranked player in the whole of the group by the looks of it, by a long, long way. He's been popping, if he's nearly 3k, so he's been popping 23s across the board in time, roughly. 23, 24s, something like that. So there should be no problems with this, no problems. We shall see anyway. Wait till everybody gets inside and we'll buff up. I'll put a flask on now since we're just about to start the key. Those bloody flasks are getting expensive again because of the old... the price is going up, getting ready for the new patch to go live. So all the prices of items, I don't know about what they are on other people's servers, but on mine, as prices slowly starting to creep back up again, as it were. So now's a good time to go farming for your mats if you can craft stuff and either make a profit or save yourself some gold. Either way, it's saving one way or the other. A little bit rusty on the old warrior. I've been playing my demon hunter for so much the past few couple of weeks. I haven't really done much on the warrior. I think I've left my prop cheat death trinket on, which I was meant to change over, but don't matter. Should be able to nuke the boss now without having to worry about the other one. There we go, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm an Adam, yeah. Melanie. Although, I forget my name's Adam sometimes because I used to be called, my nickname at school was Eddie because we used to have several Adams at my school. So we used to sort of get called by a nickname on our, going by our surnames. So I used to get called Eddie all the time. It kind of gets confusing. Go and hit that pelter now, and whereabouts are we? Right, let's... Do, 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 do. Keeps changing target randomly, I don't know why. Probably should have spell reflect that shatter, but never mind. It's a 16. Sunder, I mean, not shatter. When I was going to mark, but someone's hotter and quicker than I am at marking stuff, so...
It's never too late to step out from the circle. I don't see
I want to skip these. We have a rogue, so we could technically use Invis cloak. Don't need the Crocs. Let's go. Keep forgetting. Good old spiteful lads. Glad we managed to kill that before we got another grub out. The way we melted the last boss, this boss should die pretty quickly, hopefully. It's about to fall over. Go.
I am sorry, heroes. It appears the treasure you seek will be found on the other end of this beast. The Tauren believed you were prophesied to seize my hammer.
It appears that our rogue is not dying. Oh, he's died, sorry, but he's not getting up. I have to kill him so that the guy can res him. There you go. Look at that! A little bit of guesswork because I pulled an extra mob or two that I didn't want to pull, but we got 100% on the button. So no 0.1 over, nothing. Spotted dog. Alright. I mistimed mine. Spell reflect again there by the looks of it. Let's see how we get on. Yep. Mistimed it, so I'll have to precast it on for the next one. No, nice and smooth. What we want, nice and smooth. Restart it for the lad. Might not be able to do the 19 key that he's got now, but he's got a 19 key. minute faster than that, so we've got a 3-star from nice. Well, we'll rebuff that with the group, and then we'll port out of here. That's the mage is going to be so kind to give us a portal. Oh, is that the mage casting a portal? Is he casting a portal? There we go. Managed to click on it very quickly before he decided to leave the group. And alright. I'm going to leave this party. So I've got at least an option on my vault now. I've got an option. think I've got a 21 key on this to do at some point tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight, but tomorrow. Let's have a look. It's an undergrot. Yeah, it's an underrot, so that can wait. I don't like underrot. I hate underrot. It's horrible. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible key. This week especially, when people don't know what to kill first, and you ask people to kill the maggot first, stun the maggot, look after killing the maggot, because that's what ends up killing a lot of people. Should we have another quick? Do another quick key? Let's have another quick. Let's have a look for another quick key. It's another 16. Do another 16. What we got? Halls of Infusion. Shall we do a Halls of Infusion? See how much I can cock this up, I guess. Halls of Vortex there as well. Don't mind a bit of Vortex. The freehold there, we'll do the list for the freehold. Oh, the Vortex Pinnacle 1. Right, let's port to Vortex. Oh, that is Vortex, isn't it? Is it Vortex? Yeah, Vortex. We'll wait for the rest of the pugs to join us. Get another couple of people in. How many people? We've got 12 people signed up. There is an evoker in the listing. This guy's being funny. He wants an augmentation evoker. There is an there's an evoker in the list. I don't know if it's an augmentation evoker, but there is an evoker in the list.
Do this to myself. Let all of these words come out my mouth. You could
There's not a evoker in the list now. He's left because he's put title as he wants an orb.
but I let you down. Too late to turn back now. And what I said to you, I'm full of lies.
We'll put a different colour because it's very blue in this dungeon. We'll go with a nipple unless the healer decides to change. Just got to wait on the old fifth player, whatever he decides to pick once. He's still after an augmentation. I really don't see the need to take an augmentation evoker in a 16. I can understand if you're pushing past 20s, but anything, I mean, up to 22s, 23s, you don't really need an augmentation evoker. But, you know, it's the stigmata at the moment. You've got to have this or you've got to have that in the group. as long as you've got someone that can do a dispel, someone that can hero, and people interrupt, that's all you really need in a group for keys. And then maybe instruct each other of who's doing when, but what with the kicks and stuff, but it's not really necessary. Right, I'm going to go without my cheat death trinket this time. I'm going to go with my crit trinket. Could be a mistake, but we'll see how we get on. If it gets going gets tough, I can always go into a defensive stance. Alright. Vortex Pinnacle, here we come, I guess. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Wrong difficulty. Oh, that's what happens when I tab out and not pay attention. Now the portal's gone. What the fuck? Bloody load screens. Right, there we go. Right. Flappy chicken, flappy chicken. Oh, I'm going to do the big port to start this key, but I really don't see the point in it because it's such a pain in the ass to do.
Too far away.
I don't like most groups or most tanks will take both these 2 packs I've just taken in one pull, but as we've got a lack of kicks in the group, I don't see it much point in putting extra stress on the healing required for the pull. And I can only kick so much solo, especially once I've used my big cooldown. These Poxy Vortex ads that are a pain in the arse, and then obviously the Minstrel, whatever you call it. And we've got good DPS in the group anyway, so. Oh, I was a half a second too late with that stun. To give this poor healer a mana break after this. Why did he release? How far away is he? Come on. Hoping they leave it alone if it goes on me and I can spell reflect the cast. Didn't need to though, we managed to kill it, which is all good. We actually got some pretty good, well, I say pretty good damage. The poor priest didn't do very well, but get these low and then I'll pull the dragon. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Probably, to be fair, probably not a good idea to pull this dragon this week. Some of these That's going to be a bit nasty. I'm killing this before we do it. Before we pull this boss. Oh, lost the priest early on. To be fair, his damage isn't top notch anyway, so it's not a great loss for this particular fight. Especially with casters, this is a horrible fight for casters. Constantly having to move, not being able to cast any spells is horrible. Horrible, horrible, and the winds are going to change. Of course they're going to change right at the last frigging second. Well, we'll have to take a risky biscuit. Got lucky with that last wind. Alright. When the priest, when you want the priest to release, he doesn't. It's all good, it's all good. Oh, my eyes are going a bit, just because this dungeon's so bright, make my eyes go a bit funny. I did actually have a bloodshot eye when I started streaming because I poked myself in the eye in the shower. As you do. Have a whisper. Come on. I'm so glad they decided that this was the pack to hero, because it is the pack to hero. It's nasty pack, this. Especially if you miss kicks on the caliphs. Get this shaman up and get everybody healed. Just rebuff him. Kill this pretty quick. Let's go. Pull him over towards the middle a bit to make it easier to get to the wherever the ad decides to spawn.
Ready, guys?
Hero Jenkins. Thank you very much, Derry, for the resub. Much appreciated, my friend. How are you? You get cape. Does anyone need a cape? Let's offer it out to people. Might be somebody in the group that needs it. Looking at the scores, though, I don't think anybody needs it. Let's inspect them. I'm fine, thank you. Okay, I'll keep it then. No worries. It was an offer. If you don't want it, that's fine by me. Alright, let's get the hell out of this dungeon. Not too bad, mate. It's just killing time. Oh shit. It helps if I don't run around when I'm trying to herf out things. Yeah, just killing time in a minute, mate. Doing the odd key here and there. I've been leveling up characters for the sake of it. I'm in a process of doing random achievements and collecting stuff, etc. No worries, matey. It feels bad that Shadow Priest did no damage. And he was very well geared. I think. How good was he? It did show me a minute ago, but I didn't look. Right. Go over. He's 432.6. Oh, I'm not staying in the group with him, but he only did 36k overall, which is pretty poor. But maybe he's still learning. He's maybe still learning. It's not the ideal week for Shadow Priest, but I thought he might have done a little bit better than that. Doesn't matter. We timed the key. Plenty of time to spare. Right, I am going to quickly log over and do. I don't think I've got anybody else online. There's a pretty. That's from the Hana. Don't know where that's come from. Do I have that? I hate it when people link me something in my guild chat, because especially if it's a mount or a pet, because I have to check see if I've got it. I think I have. I have. Okay, cool. Right, so we're going to log on to the Orc and do a little bit of leveling now. And probably spam some random BFA dungeons. I think I've got it locked to the BFA dungeons. Scroll down to the bottom of the list, it's down here somewhere. Oh, I got to level 26 then. Okay. Nice. How much you paying the group for it, Darry? You did 220s on your 230 eye level, or was that meant to be a 430 eye level? If it's 230, you've been hard paid for carries, mate. I was going to say 230, mate. You're definitely paying for boosts there, mate. I mean, nobody would take you if you was blood DK at 230 doing 20s, but grats anyway. Which keys did you do? Which two did you do? We're going to queue up for some Dungans, I think, while we're. Oh, hang on a minute. I can do Core and Diary Brew. Oh, there's no point in doing it until I hit 60 on this. Right. I don't actually know why I'm in my garrison when I'm actually doing when I should be doing BFA content, but it's all good. We'll finalise these plots since they're active anyway. Sure, there's another one I've got that needs finishing off here. That one over there. Oh, Atal Dazar. Just what we need. Shit happens, mate. Shit happens. Oh, is this already started dungeon? By looks of it, could have been. Maybe the tanks left. Where's the fucking dino around now? Come on, Mr. Dino. Let's kill you. Let's have you. Let's be having you. It's interesting to see if people know what they're doing in this dungeon, to be honest with you. But if they don't know what they're doing, they're certainly going to learn what they do, because this is going to be one of the dungeons in the old Mythic Plus rotation for next season. I just like killing this. This is not the route I'm going to be taking, but I just like killing this because. Where are you going? This way. You're going this way. Tank, what you doing, man? Tank, what are you gonna do? Why are you going that way? What are you doing? What is this route? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. We're not in the MDI now. I know. Oh, I haven't got my fucking Stormbolt available to me yet. That sucks. See if people can get past this pack without pulling it. Cool. Don't have my AoE taunt yet at 26 either. I really wish people would let me get fucking aggro before they start popping off. Really annoying. What's that? The Dungeon Dojo, mate. It is an in-game community and an in-game Discord. We've actually had to split the dungeon. Well, I say split it. It's not split. We've had to create a second Dungeon Dojo listing because we filled up the first one. It's an officially recognised community by Blizzard as well, so it's on the Blizzard safe community links, which is fantastic. Zero tolerance on toxicity and all of that crap. Takes anybody of all talents, skill levels, classes, all of that stuff. There is no exclusions other than if you are a toxic asshole. We don't need you. We don't need the bad rep in the community. We don't need people like that within the community. It just makes it not fun for everybody else. The whole point is to help people with keys, raid, etc. Especially if you're less of on the lower end of the spectrum with the skill set, or just learning to play the game, replay the game, getting into the game, etc. Don't need toxic people, exactly. Zero tolerance on it, basically. But other than that, it's fucking awesome. I can't rate the guys. Wochi and his lovely wife Purple Pixels that are running the dojo are absolute diamond stars. Couldn't meet or know some even nicer people, and they do so much for the community. It is unreal. It's a lot of stuff. I can't stress enough how much they do behind closed doors that people don't get to see as well. So yeah, highly recommend the dojo. I do ask if you join the dojo though. It's a bit of a hard ask because a lot of people want to join. I ask that you only join with one character if possible, because communities count the characters, not the accounts. So you don't need hundreds of characters within the community. Oh sugar, feared. I have got to set up the there's a new community link. I haven't linked it yet, found it yet. Yeah, I've got a list of things to do at the end of this stream because I've been told that a lot of my channel links and stuff are broken at the moment, or invalid, run out, expired, all that lovely jazz. So I'll have to make sure I sort that out at the end after stream. This shaman's absolutely pumping, and I cannot hold aggro on him, off of him. It. I really wish people would let me tank. We pulled the boss there, and I guess people just, it's low level, don't care, just pull it all. Fuck it. Doesn't hurt that much, so just run through the fire. Just wait for everybody to get through first, because there is a pterodactyl on top of that perch. Waiting on the monk. Where's the monk gone? Come on, Mr. Monk, or Mrs. Monk. Okay. I mean, I guess we can just CC it. I can pull the boss away as well. Cool. I did level up in that last dungeon, so I've got a talent point to spend. I don't know what to spend it on. We'll go with... Oh no, we won't go with that. We'll go with Rend. Extra damage. Rend doesn't need to be on the bar because it's passive. More damage means more able to hold aggro, hopefully, he says. Right. I will re-queue again. I'm going to keep going. We need to get to level 50 on this so we can do the Orc Heritage quest line. And then I've got to decide on what I want to start leveling as an undead to do that as well. Should probably go back to BFA and start doing some BFA quests actually, because sitting in the garrison's lovely. But I do need to... Oh, actually, I know what I need to do. I do need to go back to Orgrimmar. I'll have to go there back after there. I need to get the Tabard, the Orgrimmar Tabard, so I can start earning some rep. While spamming the dungeons. That way I'll be closer to having to do less dungeon spam at the end. Right, I'll quickly herf. While we're waiting for the dungeon queue to repop. Right. Should be a portal to Orgrimmar. There is. Now I've just got to find where to get a tabard from, because I've got zero clue about the Horde side. I hate Orgrimmar as a city. It's horrible. It's ugly. Just like all the Horde races and classes. Oh, for fuck's sake! Steve, you're a fucker! Get me every bloody time. I'll turn the sound volume down on those things as well. It's not going to be in the general store. Oh, Waycrest Manor. Another dungeon that will be in the dungeon pool for next patch. Let's put a tit on my head. Is it? Which door is it? It's this door up here. Oh, my auto marking thing for the week must be a week or seems to be working. Come here, Bramble. We'll have to take our break shortly after this dungeon to check on the wife and kids. So. bad habit I've got when I'm, because I'm playing warrior, I tend to go a bit mad with the pulls on some of them, forgetting I'm on not my main. Try and remember all the mechanics on all the different fucking NPCs, etc. on this. This boss is going to melt, so there's not much point in trying to relearn the mechanics. I do know that there is a stun that you have to free people from, and you're supposed to kite the fucker into some fire, but probably won't get that far. And we got to the free the thing. I have to wait till he gets to about 20 stacks, I think it is, and I have to reset it by just running it into the fire. Or we just ignore the mechanic and just carry on. Is the door open? I didn't check to see if the door was actually open. I just leaped straight down the hallway.
You can find me to my demon. When we fuck, it's like I'm dreaming. Got me stuck inside my feelings. Make me dive into the deep.
Oh, I haven't got my stuns. I'm missing all my buttons. Too low level, got no spells. Don't have my AoE taunt yet still either, so... I'm not generating any rage, I don't know what's going on. Feels very clunky at the minute while leveling this warrior. Yep, we have leveled again. Well, I can still remember where to go at least. Although I do know that they are modifying this slightly when it comes to doing it as Mythic Plus, because all the doors at the start will be open so you can take any route you like, from what I understand it. So it's going to lead to some creative routing. Right, if I remember rightly, we have to kill this Lord Waycrest 3 times, and then we have to kill Lady Waycrest the once when she ports in. Thanks for that. Spreading the fucking love. This trash is... Remember, this trash is absolutely deadly in Mythic High and Mythic Plus. Lots of stuns needed for it. That or you just pull it bit by bit. The first few weeks of doing this key will be the one that distinguishes how high you can push it early on. How smart you play, rather than how much damage you can do. Go, that's that done. Right, I'm gonna hop out of this group. I'm gonna put my point in my talent tree, and then I'm gonna have a quick 5-10 minute break while I check on the wife and kids, make the wife a coffee, etc. Then I have to find somewhere where I can pick a tabard up, because I really haven't got a clue. Must be some sort of quartermaster or something, I'm guessing, close by. I believe it's over. Maybe it's over in the guild. That might be on the guild vendors. Anybody got any ideas? I have not got a clue when it comes to Orgrimmar where to buy a tabard. We'll work it out when we get back. Let's quickly put this talent point in the tree. We want Stormbolt. I'm going to take Stormbolt. And at least I've got an extra stun to deal with. Right, boys and girls watching, I will be, as I say, 5 to 10 minutes. I'll just crank the volume up a little bit on the music, and then I will be gone for a few minutes. Oh, it's lagging, it's lagging. Come back to me. Oh, I've been raided while I was gone. Welcome in, Pixie and Raiders. Thanks for choosing me. For those that don't know me, I am Betrayal EU. I am a World of Warcraft streamer. I do play other games on the very, very, very rare occasion when my children blackmail me into playing stuff with them. But I am a World of Warcraft streamer at heart, always have been. I am a warrior tank main. However, I am currently doing a orc character, standard orc, to level it up to do the heritage armor, because One thing I enjoy about World of Warcraft is there is loads and loads of stuff to do, aka there is toys, mounts, pets, achievements, transmogs, lots and lots of things to collect, and I like to think myself as a bit of a completionist, but I just do what I can. But while we're here, and while we're at it, I'm going to go and try and find myself a tabard. Now, I've looked up some coordinates, so I'm hoping I can... Looking at that, it looks like it's up the top or down in the... I'm not sure. It's there on the map, so I'm going to go find it quickly before we queue up. Thank you very much for following, Pixie. Much appreciated. Right. Does it say it's upstairs? It says it's up top, so we'll get on the elevator and go up the top. I haven't got a clue where I'm going. I'm just guessing, going by the coordinates that the Tinterwebs told me. Doing a bit of a mix and match. I'm going doing a bit here and a bit there and a bit everywhere, really. I'm not really doing any particular expansion with the leveling or anything like that. I'm just... Right. Ah, the Quartermasters are here. Right, okay. So I can probably buy all three. I don't really want to buy all three. I don't need all three. We'll just buy a Ogrimmar Tabard. And we will equip that. I'll put that down there so I can start gaining some rep. We need to put on a rep potion as well, just to give us a little bit of an extra boost. And then we are going to re-queue for another random, which will be BFA at this thing, because I've got it on the BFA track. I've been going backwards and forwards, however, to do bits and pieces in my garrison that I've been building up on this character. Just like to have access to all the things, all the bits and pieces, and I don't particularly like this dungeon, but we will go with it anyway. Good old Temple of Seralis. I can't even say it. Yeah, the temple. One from BFA. Put that in the wrong spot. Let's move that across one spot. Keybinds. Group. Last time I did this dungeon on this particular character, the group had huge damage and everything was just melting. I think I've got a lower geared level group pairing on this time. Oh, I've just kicked the wrong bloody... Probably should face it the other way, away from everybody. For that exact reason. Well, we got some new braces, and I will equip those because the braces I've got on are like half the item level of that particular upgrade. It also came with a bonus socket and some extra stats, so we definitely won't complain about that. That is for sure. Come on, Mr. fucking Crowlusk Rider. Always trying to think that I'm on my main on this. It's never good. Never good. It's what happens when you play a... Oh, fuck. Play a warrior main. And then level all your characters to make your life easier because you know what you're doing as warrior. Though my keybinds are ever so slightly different to my mains at the moment, so I don't have the same spells, so I'm still having to check my action bars every now and again to make sure I've got the right spell going. If we can take out all of these tenders at the same time, it would be ideal. Rider's going to pull in a second, so let's go and pull it. What's the healer doing? The healer DC'd. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Come on, Mr. Sneaky Snick, where you gone? Stop hiding. Didn't think you stayed under the ground that long. Here he comes. Just face him away from the group again so we can hopefully bait the spit. Nope, we skipped the phase. Well, that's saying that I don't have any aggro on the fucking snakes, so we will see how we get on. Come on, Mr. Snake, where are you? I've got mail from the postmaster, which means I didn't loot something in one of the dungeons. I don't remember selling anything on the auction house. And turn. Doopy doo. Oh, they're immune. Don't know what the healer was doing there. He was wandering off. Oh bollocks! I misclicked. You get hit by these teleporting electric static stuff, so it's gonna keep bleeping at me. Bleep, bleep. There we go. Wait for it to spawn the boss. Little tip for this boss: if you ever do it, have to do it when leveling up. If you put it over in the corner, then everybody can surround the boss quite easily and just block the charge pillars. So that the boss doesn't get empowered. Now I think on normal, or when you're doing this, we only have to do one side, so if we go this way. I thought we only needed to do the one. Do get confused though, do get confused. Two Guardians. Welcome in Practical Porsche. I apologise if I didn't see the messages in the chat. I am at the moment sort of focusing, sort of being the word, in trying to get through this dungeon with a group of players that don't seem to have done this dungeon before, which is not a bad thing. Just they're rushing in and I don't get a chance to explain what's going to happen with bosses, etc. So right. I'm hoping that the healer knows what they've got to do on this. There's the Guardian spawned over there. Right, okay. That was a bit of luck. Got lucky there with where the Guardian spawned. Usually it would make me run halfway around the blooming ring to catch it. Everyone's pumping. Everybody is pumping. That should be it now. One more round of... Where's that Guardian? There it is. Come here, Mr. Guardian and Mr. Froggo. Cool, and we've leveled again. Let's collect our spoils from the chest. Oh. And the healers left. We are now 29. Let's leave the instance group as well. And we'll re-queue and go again. Though I didn't notice, I don't think I'm actually getting any Ogrimmar rep. I need to put that as a bar actually, I guess. But that is showing as an experience bar. And I'll keep track of it. Right, we are going to pick a new talent. And should we go for Shield Wall or should we go for Challenging Shout? We'll go for Challenging Shout. Because it gives me an AoE taunt. Right, have I got it all turned on? Cool, 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 cool. Right, let's re-queue again. Another random BFA dungeon. Should probably go back through the portal and do some BFA content actually. Can't fly yet because I need to hit, is it 30 I think, like now? To be able to fly? Can't remember. Can't remember. I'm semi sure it's level 30, so in the one more level I should be able to fly, at least in the older content anyway. Can't remember, you don't have to pay for it now as far as I'm aware as well, so that's a good thing. Because I'm lacking in the gold on this character. I don't want to send it gold because it's probably not going to have a very long playtime lifespan, as I'm only really leveling it for something to do to get the heritage armor. In case I ever decide that I want to go orc, I've got the option to put the heritage armor transmog on. Okay, there's another dungeon queue popped. Although looking at this bar, I'll probably hit another level after I've done this next dungeon. I'll probably hit 30. Oh no, no, no. Why does it have to be under rot? I don't want to do under rot. Okay, here goes. Group seems to be pretty good, so fingers crossed it stays this way. We don't have any silly deaths. I won't go super mad with the pulls when we get into the slug room. Again, well, they are pumping, hard pumping. I'm just going to kill this maggot because that at the very last second. Make sure we pull the maggot. Right, let's see if they can remember how to do slug boss. No one's helping with the... Right, okay. I mean, when the hunter absolutely destroys the boss, I guess doing mechanics doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't keep aggro off that hunter. He's absolutely just blasting. I don't know what I can do about it. I've got one taunt and one AoE taunt, and I'm having to use both of them on the regular. So, Jesus Christ. Oh, you son of a... Okay, we won't worry about it. There's a couple of the guys in this group are absolutely destroying stuff. Just skipping boss mechanics and all sorts. Which is good. I keep forgetting that they added the worm for Mythic Plus. It's not a standard feature. There was usually a worm here for those that haven't done this on the Mythic Plus. Now the ultimate question is, can we kill these without getting hit by the maddening gaze? One person got hit, and we pulled the worm, so we're going to have to kill the worm now. It's all good. It's all good. Nice, easy, chill run. That's what I like to see. Nobody shouting at anybody else in chat or anything like that. In-game chat, that is, obviously. Who's got the... Gonna die if I'm not careful. There we go. Oh, we hit level 30. Oh, I've got another talent point to spend. There we go. We go with double time, I think. Yeah, we'll go with double time. So I can double charge then. Does that mean I can fly? Look, I can fly! I can fly! We've got 20 more levels to go though, so we've got to keep going, keep grinding, keep going, keep going. We'll go and try and do some... go back to Zolder's Art, and we'll do some bonus quests in the zone if we can while we're at it. In between doing some dungeons. We've got about another hour and a half till I finish stream, so... Let's see how close we can get to level 50 before the end of the stream. Oh, I haven't done this in a long time. Used to be one of the throw it in the bin keys when we had this as a key back in BFA. On a high level anyway. Good old Shrine of the Storms. See if I can remember how to do the skips or the easy stuff. We'll wait till people... We'll put a marker on my head so that people can see it. Alright, there we go. Cool. Oh, I don't have enough kicks to do everything on my own, people. You're going to have to help me, I'm afraid. I don't have my mass fear yet, either. I don't have my demoralising shout available to me just yet, so I can't use that as an emergency. Just some of these basic mechanics is what made it a throw it in the bin key. With all the kicks and stuff required for the trash. I do remember, if I remember rightly, this boss splits into three. They dash across the platform, so you got to dodge them and you got to kill each of the three split individuals. And obviously not get hit by the surging rush at the same time. Not like the old little rogue did there, accidentally. Here we go, it's splitting. So we'll kill this one here. It's slowed because of the debuff there, so oh, if I gave everybody a heroic shout, let me go with it anyway. Oh, just got a trinket. Now, the healer should be standing in the green circle that mini boss created there to avoid getting hurt by that carved flesh cast. I pulled the elemental and I probably shouldn't have. This is a bit of a spicy pull. This wasn't quite what I was intending, but I'm sure we can do it anyway. We will try and bring those down as well. There's no complaints about the way what I've pulled and stuff so far. Maybe some other people are leveling, I'm guessing, so the XP is always handy dandy. However, we do need to pull these packs back. Oh, used to be a bit of a cheese mechanic. You could used to be able to jump up on one of those little rocks and you'd be able to stop yourself from being hit by certain mechanics. Season 3 is due to be released after BlizzCon, so it'll be towards the end of November, I do believe. So in around about 9 weeks' time-ish. Right, I'm leveling this warrior by me to do the heritage armor quest line. I'm just trying to get heritage armor. I won't be playing it at max level because I'm not even going to reach max level with it. I'm going to be working on an undead character after this, but I'm not sure what I'm going to level the undead character as. It won't be a warrior because I've got about 12 warriors as it is at the minute. If you're still there, that is. I know I was a bit slow answering the chat message then. Here we go, get rid of the debuff. Oopsie. I didn't actually mean to click it. We go back. This wasn't ideal. I might level my undead as a monk. Can undeads be monk? I haven't got a clue. Not a clue. I'll have a look when it comes to doing it. I'm in no rush to do it at the moment, so it's just something to do to fill in the time as I'm collected all the stuff off of the new Dream Surges event. I've got all the stuff from the Time Rifts events for all armor types. Got all the mounts, got all the pets. I've got it all. Got all my portals for Mythic Plus on my main character, which is the only character that really matters. And yeah, it'll be good. I have started working on a couple of characters though for prep for next season. I do have a shaman that I want to say healing on, but I haven't really been healing on it. I've been just doing basic stuff on. But I will be tanking as always on my prop warrior going into the next season for Mythic Plus and for raiding, so you think so, Steve? You think so what, mate? What did I miss? Did I say something then you answering my question? We aggro? We haven't aggroed, cool. Thought we'd aggroed the other side then. Undead monk. Oh, right, okay, cool, yeah. I'm hoping so. I'd like to give... really actually enjoyed tanking on my monk that I've got. I've got 2 monks now. One is a tank, one is DPS, that purely set up for that. And the one that I've been playing, obviously with the missus, just feels fun to play. So gives me something other than a warrior to level, if that's the case. It's lovely having an army of 20 million warriors, but it tends to get a bit boring after a while. Might have to kill this dude. I don't think he collected the orbs fast enough. No, they managed to free him. Cool. This last boss used to be an absolute dog shit of a boss and all. And the old Mythic Plus high-end keys. Oop. Squid boy there. Let's not get electrocuted by it. I'm going to pull these eels just to pull for the sake of pulling them so they're out of the way. We don't have to worry about them. Evening, Good Thunder. How are you? Should probably get out of the water, shouldn't we? Oh, I've just dinged. I didn't realise I was that close. 31. Check me the fuck out. 19 more levels to go. We've just finished some raiding with a guild. How'd you get on with it? Fully cleared a raid? Do it on what mode did you do it? Normal, HC, Mythic? Is your guild Mythic raiding? Mine would usually, well, I say would usually be Mythic raiding, but with the past this expansion we haven't done any. Well, we attempted the first boss on the last raid, but we had a lot of, let's just say, wet behind the ears players at the time that were fairly new to Mythic mechanics, as it were. Didn't realise we didn't have the gear for it, I don't think, actually, when I think back to how we got on with the first boss on Mythic. Bloody fucking stupid yawning gate. Come on, out you come. I absolutely hate this boss. We only do heroic at highest. I mean, heroic's high enough, mate. Heroic's still fucking in-game content. It's exactly what I keep saying to myself. It gives you the head of the curve, which is what the main thing is. You don't have the numbers for Mythic. Yeah, as I said, my guild usually would do Mythic, but when we finished HC, especially this tier, when we had finished HC, everybody was done. They were bored. A lot of my guild members don't do Mythic Plus. They don't enjoy Mythic Plus, so they're hardcore raiders. Oh, ads. Fuck it. Bloody ads. Bloody ads. Yeah, I was just saying, mate, that if you're back. Are you back? I don't want to keep talking if you're not back. Yeah, I was just saying, my guild's in the same boat. We didn't have the numbers for it, really. when we went to do it this tier. And oh, hang on, what's that? Shield wall. Reduction in shield wall. We'll have shield wall, thank you. Extra defensive. Yeah, I mean HC's where it's at, to be honest with you, mate. Still can get the gear for the upgrades and stuff. It had to pug 3 players, I see, so had to pug 3 players for since we had to wait. Ah, right, okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, HC's where it's at. You still get ahead of the curve and stuff, so that is a
It's all that time playing.
Mr. Apollo.
Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah, sit Thunder. As long as you get, curve. Get ahead of the curve. That's all that really matters. I do believe there's going to be a ahead of the curve mount though this next tier coming. So they're saying it's a bit suspicious that it could be the last patch of the expansion. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I mean we'll have to wait and see, I guess, on that one. The jury's still out on that one, as they say. It depends if they can tie up all the storylines, I guess, because there's still a few parts of the storyline for this expansion that are a little bit not finished, incomplete, as it were. I don't know where I'm going. I'm in the queue, but I don't know where I'm actually going. There's an assault in Voldoon, which means there's going to be plenty of XP. 6 hours. We can probably fly over. Oh, I haven't got no. Oh, that's one thing I can do actually on this, which are an absolute godsend. Where's my collections tab? And we go to toys, and then we type in maps or map, and we watch all of the achievements pop when I learn every single flight path available to me on this character. I didn't click that. I'll click it. There we go. And quickly see if we can learn all of these before I accept the queue. Because I've only got slow flying being 31, it'd be quicker to use a flight path. 2 more. And 1 more. Yeah, all these maps are, I think they're 10,000 gold each. Well worth it. I use them all the time when I create new characters. And as I'm a bit of an autoholic, it saves me a lot of time and effort of having to go and collect all the flight paths. And as I can be a lazy fuck now, I can... do you know what? I'm going to go big. Pull these. And we'll pull these as well, just because I can. This will test the group. Let's see how we can get on. Test the healer as well. Well, that druid's doing some big numbers. Good old Boomy. I actually really liked this dungeon back in BFA. It didn't like me. The dungeon didn't like me, but I like the dungeon. Or it might be the pugs and some of the people that I used to drag through this dungeon. Maybe is what made it a little bit more unenjoyable for some, as it were. I thought it was quite a good dungeon. Especially being able to cheese a lot of the mechanics and stuff. Using the cannons until Blizzard decided to nerf the cannon fire. I heard the Apollo announcement. How is Apollo anyway? Come, Mr. Crocky Dog. Come on, Mr. Croc. Just going to pull all of these as well. And I might as well pull the thug out. Starting to grow a bit more confidence with this, even though it's missing half the abilities I'm used to having. And it's not got the gear that my main's got, obviously. And it helps when you've got heirloom gear that's set up to take me all the way up to level 59, so I've only got to fill in the basic slots of belt, boots, gloves and wrists. I think it is the only things I need to replace with this as we go through the leveling process. Cool. The not in-laws, I like that. I wish I could call my in-laws on the not in-laws. No, I get on right with my in-laws. It's my own parents I don't get on with. Me and my old man are never on speaking terms, and I feel bad for my mother because obviously it's really because of my old man I don't really speak to him really. That's because, unfortunately, my old man was an alcoholic growing up, and we didn't really see eye to eye for obvious reasons. It's part of the reason why I don't drink alcohol. I might have the occasional whiskey at Christmas or something like that, but I'm not a drinker. I'm not a go out and enjoy myself having a drink kind of person. It's too bloody expensive to go out and drink nowadays anyway, to be honest with you. I couldn't even tell you how much a pint in the local would be nowadays. Probably something stupid like £6 a throw or something. Don't want to think about it. It's not something I enjoy doing. Plus, if I'm anything like my old man, I'd be a terrible drunk. I'd be a nasty ass bastard if I was to drink. Get pissed up. Nope. Yeah, drinking's not my forte at all. Oh, shit. We don't talk about paladins in this chat, Good Thunder. I is not the biggest paladin fan, as poor old Seamus finds out every time he opens his mouth when he's on his paladin. Bless his heart. I just find paladins to be very boring. It's one man's trash is another man's treasure, I guess, but I don't enjoy playing paladin. I just find it really boring. They've got a lot of utility. They're bloody good for what they do, but I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Oops, should have just waited on that. Or kicking that. Oh well. It's dead anyway. You played your pally for 16 years. I mean, as I said, mate, I know I just don't play paladin because I've always got friends that really enjoy playing Paladin. My main issue with Paladin though is back in the original vanilla, Paladins obviously being only alliance characters, because obviously the old Horde got the good class, the Shaman, the OP class, and we ended up with this pathetic, useless class that was Paladin on the alliance side. I hated Paladin that much that in my in the guild I was in back in the day, they refused to even have a Paladin in it. So we had no Paladins for raiding, 40-man raids and stuff. It was lovely, didn't have to put up with it. But they're a good class, I just don't enjoy playing them, so I like to throw shade at them on a regular basis just because I can. And because I'm an arsehole. Gives me something to have a gripe about, I guess. Some people may feel the same way about warriors or mages or whatever, you know. I'm just Paladin's not my cup of tea. Mainly because I don't drink tea, I drink coffee, but that's neither here nor there either. This is going to hurt. Oh, we dinged. We dinged. You might as well use your last few. I'm getting my arse handed to me at the minute. Not generating any rage, which doesn't help. I don't know who's in the cannon shooting, but they're not very good. We got through it though. Somebody else just dinged as well. I'm surprised I can remember the mechanics to this fight. Oh, we've got some braces, which is what we need. We will put them on. Someone getting in the cannon for him? It amazes me that a basic floor mechanic like that people still get stunned by it at this in 2023. They might not know, of course, because they might be new to the game, etc. But still amazes me. If it's on the floor, it looks bad, don't stand in it. Oh, that hit me. Oof. I mean, doing this on the stairs is not always the best place to do it, but somebody else got a nice little ding ding ling. There goes the healer. Starting to get to that point of the night where it's going to start struggling to get groups together now, though. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Drink's getting a bit low now. Right, we've got an unspent talent point to spend. What we're going to put it on? Do we go with Messiah reverberation, or do we go with thunderclap radius increase? I think we'll go with the thunderclap radius increase for now. As we're building it up the talents slowly but surely. Right, I was going to go, after learning all of that, I was going to go to Nazmir, weren't I, to do some of those bonus XP quests. We'll go to the Sanctuary. While we are flying on that, we will find another Battle for Azeroth group. Get some more XP. The next dungeon will ding me again. Get me to 33. Probably have this done by the end of tomorrow to get this to 50 and then start the undead beginning of next reset. But I also have some keys still to do on my mains. I've filled my vault up on my Demon Hunter ult and my Hunter ult for this week. But I haven't filled the vault up on my main. Oh, I haven't done this today. Good old freehold. I don't think everybody had zoned into the dungeon. We might as well do the Mythic Plus route so we don't have to pull thousands and thousands of mobs. Oh, I'm getting teleported back. That was weird. Oh, I think we've pulled stuff from down the bottom, that'll be why. No, we haven't. Just bugging out on me. Rocky Balboa there's causing me some aggro. Issues. Some issues. I'm over here, Mr. Parrot. Rebuff everybody just in case I didn't get buffed. Better put a marker on my head, I guess. Oh, fat fingered my shield wall there. Totally wasn't intended, but you know, shouldn't need it anyway. And when you do this as a standard dungeon, don't you get the doesn't it come up as a treasure chest over there when you have to go and loot? Yeah, thought so. I thought that was the case, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. Ding! We dinged again. I don't need to pull extra mobs. Just need to catch the bloody thing. Right, what can we put this on? We go with Show of Force. And then we'll go with Thunder thingamajiggy for the thunderclap afterwards. Doo-doo. Alright. Got Turtle Boy, and then we've got the Shark Hands dude. Looks like I am getting rep for Ogrimmar though. I'm not seeing it come up in the chat. Or I might be just getting it for clearing the dungeons. Because unfortunately, part of the heritage armour thing is you have to be exalted with Ogrimmar in order to start the quest line. We've got to grind some dungeons after we hit 50 for that as well.
Literally, the three-hold fanatic, the master of the jagged jawbone jab, the powerful pugilist predator, Trothak the shark puncher!
What we got? We've got a couple of ranged, so this should be fairly straightforward. I don't see any blood active. Oh no, the healer's gonna die. Guessing the blood mechanic, there must have just been something that they introduced with Mythic Plus. I don't remember, to be fair. I do not remember. Right, so I am getting rep for Ogrimmar, but it's the boss is only in the dungeons at the minute, by the looks of it, which isn't a bad thing. I've got no healer at the moment either. The healer's gone offline. Great. Alright, the healer's back. Just wait for the healer. Is he on his way? Looks like he's on his way. Here he comes. Mr. Paladin. I'm going to try and deliberately bait the ad if it spawns. I don't know if you get the ad on normal or normal mode, but doesn't look like it. That we're just hitting it so hard that it's skipping over the spawn. It does say there's an ad coming in 6 seconds, so I guess we'll see. There we go. That's freehold done. So we see if we can queue as a group. Oh no. Well, a couple of them are stuck around, so we will. No, we won't do that. We'll herf out of the dungeon while we're waiting. So we can continue flying over to Voldoon. Although I think it's going to land at the next available flight path. See if we can hit 35 before the night's out. Should do. Got 40 minutes, so I can do a dungeon in about 20 of those minutes. The next dungeon will definitely get me 34. Then it's just a case of how much quicker I can get to 35 after that. That queue's failed. Oh, another Atal Dazar. We love a bit of Atal Dazar. I'm not going to get bored of this dungeon or pissed off with this dungeon. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That healer left the group and we've got him back. He's chasing someone. I don't know who's chasing. Probably get one more shout, one more hide behind this thingamajig. Just put us back a little bit. Ooh. Got a leech on that. I don't need trinkets, though, is the only issue. I could probably give that to somebody else. I've got some trinkets on me. They're not tank trinkets, but they're trinkets. There's always one. There is always one. 9 on AoE taunt cooldown at the moment, so now if people do what they've done on this in keys, they won't be doing it when I'm running the keys, but they will stack on the boss, whether they're ranged or otherwise, so that they don't spread the shit all over the friggin' platform because it's unnecessary. Oh, crying out loud. I mean, it's all XP, so it's not a big deal, but Just would have been nice not to have pulled them, if possible. We will play it safer this time. Tried to make sure to pull the side priestess first before the boss got pulled. Because the one I did earlier, the DPS decided to pull the boss and it went beat Pete Tong for a little while. So that'll be me dinging 34. So should now you don't get the mask, the ads on normal. I noticed earlier. But for those that want to do this on Mythic Plus, I advise that you tank it where I'm tanking it now, and then you can assign who goes to what transfusion pile, the blood pile. This way it also allows you time to stun the mask, because the mask spawns here at the altar and you have to kill it before it reaches the blood piles basically. Otherwise it starts getting rid of the blood piles and it takes forever to kill the boss, because for everybody that doesn't stand in a blood pile when the transfusion cast goes off, it heals the boss. And obviously the more people that don't have the old buff, debuff, whatever you want to call it, active when he does it, the quicker it heals. So the more people that has it, I mean, will heal him more as well. So her it thing. I think it's priestess, so yeah, it would be a her. Just wait till everybody get. So I was going to wait till everybody had got up so they can get in the room, but never mind. The other warrior had other ideas. Nope. Supposed to kill those, by the way, not just CC them. The ghosties that were a man down because of the warrior charging in on the boss, not giving the poor shaman a chance to get into the room, so going a lot slower. Could have just CC'd it to death. It's all good. It's done. Keep getting wrists. 101. It's the one. Oh yeah, I've got to put them on. I guess we can go with one more if everybody wants to stay together for it. This will have to be my last one of the evening though, because these dungeons. Oh, Waycrest Manor. I don't like Waycrest Manor. Not a fan of Waycrest Manor, and it's one of the dungeons we've got in the dungeon pool for season 3. Oh, I forgot to put my talent point on as well. I need shockwave. That's what I need. I need my shockwave. Where's my shockwave? Alright. It's one of the doors upstairs then. So it is the one to the left. Oh, someone's been mind controlled. Running around like a headless chicken again. Seem to be dying fairly evenly, but it might take a while to get through this dungeon at this rate. There we go. My kick seems to be on constant cooldown. Not good. Bad when I'm used to doing most of the kicks, and I can't do most of the kicks. This mob is one of the most stupidest mobs in the world on high-end keys, especially on fortified weeks. Stupid witch thing's a pain in the arse. Also, the best way to do this boss as well is stack on top of the tank and move when the tank moves. But then, if you get CC'd, everybody's already AoEing on top of the boss, so they tend to get cleared pretty quick. It's a little tip for those that are planning on doing this on high keys and didn't know that already, or didn't realise that makes it easier. It includes the ranged, of course. It's the ranged that fuck it up for everybody because they're standing a million miles away. Fudge. Oh, looks like I might even hit 35 by the end of this dungeon. Sweet. Which was what the aim of the game was for the evening. I apologise for being very quiet though, chat. It's getting to that time of the night where it's wind down time and start thinking about what I'm going to do to end the stream. This is another boss that, oh, it does have the waiting servants. Just I killed it too quick last time. Cool. pick that matron of Alma. With her lovely death touches that she does. Oh, of course, it cast it on me, so now I think this warrior thinks he's a tank. As he's the one that keeps pulling stuff ahead of me and pulling extras in. It's all good though, it's the last key of the evening, so... Key? Dungeon. Put keys on the brain. See if this group can remember that this boss has 3 stages to it practically. In comes Lady Waycrest. Let's kill her. This is also another very dangerous pull to do. If you're going to do this on high-end keys, you need to make sure the healer's got cooldowns, and you need to make sure you've got a defensive as a tank, because these really do slap, especially when they jump. And there we go, we've just dinged 35, so that's the bonus. We've just got to wait for the old shaman to get his bum back here, because he decided to release. Oh no, the shaman went down to the bottom. Now there is actually mechanics to this boss. You're supposed to use the bottles to basically free unstun people, but I mean, as it's normal, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Right, I'm going to jump out of this group before they try and re-queue. And then we are going to tie things up there, I think, for the evening. I'll do these extra XP missions off stream, I think. Right, we've got to pick a what do I pick? What do I pick? Go with the haste buff for the new and get extra XP for doing that. Right, Okay, let's see who we have online that we can raid out to on my friends list. Otherwise, we'll have to find a random. I don't want to do. I mean, we can do a random. If we don't have to, we don't have to. I think I'm going to send everybody over to. Who should we go to? Any recommendations, chat? I can't say Persephone. Yeah, I can't say her name, but that's who I'll probably send us over to. If I can remember how to spell her name. They're also playing Persephone. Is that how you say it, Mrs. B? I always butcher people's names. I'm terrible for it, to be honest with you. But we're going to go and raid her anyway. She is playing World of Warcraft currently, and apparently it's telling me I don't follow her. But we are going to change that when we raid out to her. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subs. Everything is always much appreciated. And I will be back on the Wednesday night for more lovely shenanigans with World of Warcraft, one way or the other. Much appreciated. You're welcome, Mrs. B. Thank you all for tuning in. Anybody that's lurking or been chatting, it's all much appreciated. And it's why we're here, it's what we do it for. Entertainment value. Although towards the end of the night I tend to get very quiet, but I can be still entertaining with some of the faces I pull on camera. But, I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, as I say, I will be back on Wednesday night for more WoW shenanigans. I may try and convince the wife to join me for a wife and me stream, but we'll see how we get on. Until then, people, love you all. Catch you later. Ciao for now. When it wants to load my screen. There